Hi, hello all. I am your Bensi Mamur. Today we're going to learn about simple present tense. Let's start. Simple present tense. In last class, we learned about simple present tense little in detail. Little more we are going to learn today. Again, I'm going to repeat the same definition. A verb, tense that express actions in the present time, habitual actions or general truth. These all denotes simple present tense. Let's know what are the sentence that comes under simple present tense. The action that takes place right now is called a simple present tense. So first we are going to learn about positive or affirmative sentence. This is nothing but you're going to learn about only positive statements that are going to occur in simple present tense. So, when you are doing a positive or affirmative sentence, you're just adding yes to the verb. You're just adding yes to the root verb. Okay. He works. She works. Did you notice the spelling rules? Yes, you're just adding yes to the root verb. So, let's know what is meant by simple present tense in detail. Subject plus verb. What is meant by subject? I is the subject. I is the subject in all the sentence, and the verb is all the action words are called verbs. So let's know what is simple present tense. I work as a teacher. I work as a teacher. So in this sentence, at present permanent state that you are working as a teacher. Okay. Second sentence, I play chess once a week. So this denotes habit and routine. As I discussed in detail about this habits and routines in last class, this is just an example of it. I eat 2 eggs for breakfast every day. This is also a habit or a routine. I love my family. This is a statement. So these are the simple present tense. In this, did you notice you're just adding subject plus verb. You're not changing anything in the verb. You're just adding the subject and the verb. Let's know what is the rule for simple present tense. So in previous sentence we just saw subject I as a subject in all the sentence. So we did not change any other root verb in the sentence. So what is the reason that we did not change? Let's know in detail in this. Subject, verb, object. What is meant by subject? Nouns and pronouns denotes to the subject. I, you, we, they. I, you, we, they. I speak or learn English at home. I speak English at home or I learn English at home. These can take up just learn in this root verb. So when it comes to he, she, it's add yes to the root verb. She speaks English at home. He speaks English at home. Did you notice you are just adding s to the verb? Addition of yes or es with the first form of verb. Which is the first form of verb? Speak is the first form of verb in the third person singular. You are just adding yes to the s or es to the first form of verb when it comes to third person singular. I, you, we, they are first person. He, she, it is the third person singular. I know you be little confused. Let me explain in detail. Present tense. Simple present tense, when it comes to subject plus verb, I work, you work, we work, they work, those men work, my friends work. These all come under first person subject and the root verb plus the root verb. Subject plus root verb. Second, he works, she works, it works, that man works, Susan works. So did you notice you're just adding yes to the root verb? It is nothing but you can add yes or es when it comes to third person singular. So, when it comes to I, you, we, they, those, my friends, you're just adding the root verb exactly. When it comes to he, she, it, that man, Susan, or any naming word, you're just adding verb plus yes or es to the verb. So, you have to change the verb when it comes to he, she, it, that man, or any naming words. I hope everyone understood simple present tense right now. Subject plus verb. When it comes to I, you, we, they, those men, my friend, it is exactly the root verb. When it comes to he, she, it, that man, or your name or any person's name, it comes to verb plus yes or es. This is the rule. Let's notice what is the sentence. So, just pause the video and work out this. I told you before that if it comes to I, you, we, they, it adds yes to the, it will not add yes to the root verb. He, she, it will add yes to the root verb. Just notice this sentence and work it out in a piece of paper. Let's notice that is the nouns that you have changed is correct. Choose the correct answer. She reads a lot of books. You can work it out with me. Many children play or plays baseball. Just write the answer. You like or likes tomato soup. Fourth one, that bird fly or flies fast. Fifth one, I teach or teaches English. Sixth one, we live or lives together. Seventh one, she go or goes to school to college. Eighth one, it work or works just fine. Ninth one, they cook or cooks very well. If you have noticed the previous slide, you would know that which will come with subject plus verb as I, you, we, they, those men, my friend, which will change to verb third person, that will be changed to you are just adding to the verb yes or es, he, she, it, that man, or any naming word. So let's know the answers for these sentences. Yes, the answer is he reads a lot of books. I told you he, she, it adds verb plus subject plus verb plus yes. Yes, that's correct. Many children play baseball. Did you notice that it is already plural there? Many children. So it comes as play. So many children play baseball. You like tomato soup. I told you earlier, I, you, we, they will take up just the root verb. So like is as usual like. That bird flies fast. That bird flies fast. That man or that bird all denotes third person. So we were just adding plural form of the verb, that is fly, flies. I teach English. I told you earlier, subject the like I, you, we, they, those will take up the same root verb. So teach. We live together. As usual, you're not changing the root verb. She goes to college. Here did you notice he, she, it, that man? So go will change to, I told you earlier, a root verb will have yes or es to the sentence. Sorry, verb. It works just fine. He, she, it. It comes under the rule. They cook very well. I, you, we, they. So they will come under first rule. Just the root verb. Did you notice there is a spelling difference in while changing the verb? That is fourth sentence. That bird flies fast. Seventh sentence. She goes. So you're adding es to it. So I told you earlier, some of the words that changes, the verb just changes by adding yes or es. Let's know in detail. A general structure of third person, we are just adding yes to it. As I told you, I, you, we, they. You are not adding anything to the root verb. You're just saying the same. When it comes to third person, you're just adding yes to it. This is the first rule. He, she, it. So you're just adding yes to it. What is the second rule? The second rule is there are this different sounds that comes in the end of the root verb, like sh, 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 sh. So these are the sounds that ends, so that in third person, from the verbs that ends with sh, 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 it goes with o, ch, sh, ss, z, x, es. So when it comes to third person, these sentences take up es at the end of it. So the verbs that ends with o, ch, sh, ss, z, x, you have to just add es to the verb. Okay. So when it comes to it, just notice watch, it's ending with ch. So you're just adding es at the end of it. Address, ss. Wash, sh. Fix, x. Do. And there is a difference between do, you are just adding es. Go, es. Goes. So these are the forms that takes up when it comes to sounds, when it ends with verbs end with these sounds. Okay. So I, you, we, they, he, she, it. If the verb ends with these, watch, address, fix, do, these words end with these sounds, so you're just adding es to it. Second, for the verb that ends with the consonant plus y. What is mean by consonant? Yes, I hope you have been knowing what is mean by consonant. Consonants are except the vowel form of it. So there are 21 consonants in the English alphabet. So A, E, I, O, U are the exceptional. So they are called vowels. So before the consonant, what is the letter before the consonant? M, A, R, R, Y. So what is the letter before the Y? That is a consonant. That is R is a consonant. It not comes under vowel. A, E, I, O, U. R is a consonant. So you're just removing the Y and adding IES. So if the verb that ends before consonant before Y, so you're just removing the Y and add IES. So marry, marries, study, studies, carry, carries, worries, worries, worry, sorry. Note that from the verb that ends with, so first one we know that if it's ending with consonant, you're just removing the Y and adding IES. Now we notice that verb ends with the vowel. A, E, I, O, U are the vowels in the English alphabet. So before Y, if it is a vowel, you're just adding yes to it. You're not removing Y, you're just adding yes to it. So you have to notice that play, P-L-A-Y. So A is a vowel, Y you're not removing, you're just adding yes to it. Play, plays. Enjoy, enjoy. Say, says. So do will always accept es to it. This is the exceptional rule. Use for do, and it changes to does. Yes, next is you have to know in detail. Play, plays, enjoy, enjoy, stay, stays, say, says, bye, bye. These are the letters that end with A, E, I, O, U before the Y. Next is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H in the alphabet except A, E, I, O, U. If it's ending with a consonant, you have to remove the Y and add IES. Try, tries, study, study, carry, carry, fly, flies, cry, cries. So you have to know the rules before doing this simple present tense. Okay. Yes, this is the rule page right now. Okay, simple present tense. If there is a spelling rule, this is the rule. Okay, most of the verbs will add just yes to it. Okay, subject plus verb we are doing. So if the word has to be changed, if the subject is he, she, it, that man, or any naming word, you're just adding yes to it for the root verb. Most of the verb will carry yes. Second one, I told you earlier, if the words that ending with the sound sh, sh, s, s, if the verb that ending with these sounds yes, ch, sh, z, x, you have to add es to it. And if it is a consonant, if the consonant is o, you have to add es to it. Okay, do, does. Okay, pass, passes, search, search, go, goes, wish, wishes, fix, fix. So what's the third rule? Verb that ending with y, vowel as a vowel plus y. So buy, B-U-Y-A-E-I-O-U. I told you earlier. Buy, buys. Play, plays. Enjoy, enjoys. You have to next, if the vowel is ending with the consonant, so what you have to add? If the verb ending with a consonant, you have to remove that y and add ies to the root verb. Okay, try, tries, you are just removing the y and adding ies. Okay, what is mean by irregular spellings? Spellings that never carry any form is called irregular spellings. Like has, have will carry has. Okay, what are the b verbs? B verbs are am, is, are. Next class we learn it in detail about b verbs and irregular verbs. Okay, thank you students. Yeah.